chapter, The Rise of Silicon Savannah. It's probably the best preview of the trip that you could have, because a lot of the things, the people we interviewed and highlight in that chapter are going to be the same people and organizations that the president's going to highlight in the trip. My personal view, and I think it's shared in our book, of what I'd like to see from the trip is, and it goes to some of our looking at Africa differently, I would like to see, both from the U.S. policy perspective, but also across the global public, a more balanced way of approaching Africa, and that means balancing the security stuff, right? Security stuff is important, and these things like Shabab are serious, and terrorism, and the commercial. And one of the things Aubrey and I say in the book is that if you try to approach Africa, and I talked about this with the students earlier, or even much of the world, with this worldview that takes security and disconnects the economic part, you're going to have a skewed view. So I'm hoping that from the U.S. perspective, which has lagged behind the world, I think, and maybe I'll get in trouble for saying that, from the government level of viewing Africa as a commercial aspect and viewing the investment side, just establishing this balanced perspective where the commercial and the human rights and the security stuff gets some kind of equal footing is all important, all together at the same time.
Normality sounds like a great outcome.
Yeah.
A little bit of balance.
Yeah.
Well, here's to the new normal. And with that, we come to the end of what has been an excellent discussion. On behalf of the World Affairs Council, I ask you to join me in thanking our wonderful panel, Jake Bright, Chris Falayan, and Aubrey Ruby, for sharing their wisdom with us.